Scent-imental Over You is a pretty interesting Pepe Le Pew cartoon. This was released in 1947, directed by Chuck Jones and written by Michael Maltese and Ted Pierce. And we have voices provided by Mel Blanc as Pepe Le Pew, and we also have Bee who plays this Chihuahua. And it's actually a Chihuahua whom Pepe Le Pew falls in love with, not a cat, and I found that to be really different and something quite unique. The reason for this is because all of the dogs have their spring coats and they're making fun of this Chihuahua because obviously it doesn't have a lot of hair, and it decides to put on a costume that makes it look like a skunk. And of course Pepe Le Pew sees it and chases after it, and the usual narrative unfolds. And I have to say, because it's a dog, it was a little bit different. Usually, it's Penelope or another female cat, and that works very well. But having it as a dog just meant it felt a little bit different. The skunk design looked a little bit different. It wasn't just a black cat with a white stripe. So from the animation perspective, it was different to look at. The narrative was relatively similar in terms of Pepe Le Pew chasing it, the dog trying to, get away from it. But it also had an interesting ending that I wasn't expecting, and I won't explain more about that. I won't say how it ends, but it was interesting enough. I don't know if I like it or not. I think I did. The ending, I mean, the whole cartoon I did quite enjoy, quite different, very well animated. I really liked the character of the dog. Definitely a very cute Chihuahua. So Scent-imental Over You is definitely a little bit different. If you're a fan of Pepe Le Pew and you haven't seen it, definitely watch it. If you've never seen any Pepe Le Pew, I'd say it's absolutely fine to start with this one, but it's maybe not the most typical. Although it is in parts, of course, with what happens, once we realise it's a dog. So yeah, maybe not a bad place to start. Scent-imental Over You is definitely a pretty decent cartoon.